Serious pressure. Pressure. Hello, welcome back to our channel. I'm Leo, this is Sirius, and this is what a day in the life of a service dog handler is like. Before I get to it, I'd just like to say that my experience with Sirius isn't what it's like for every single service dog handler. There are some similarities, as there will be if you've got a dog, but because I have specific disabilities that he helps me with, but other people have different disabilities that their dogs help them with, what Sirius does for me isn't the same as what a different dog would do for a different person. Like, because I don't use a wheelchair, Sirius doesn't know Sirius doesn't have to know how to do anything involving a wheelchair, or he doesn't need to know how to pick things up because I'm ambulatory. But someone without my specific disabilities wouldn't find deep pressure therapy useful, for example. So this is just what it's like for me as a handler, and maybe other people who have psychiatric service dogs or autism assistance dogs. Well, now that I've got that covered, I'll enjoy the video. Okay, so I woke up about an hour ago. I've already got Sirius out of his kennel. We did some early morning deep pressure therapy just because I was too tired to get out of bed and I wanted to train. Alright, so we're about to go get some breakfast to his early morning bathroom break, and then we'll probably go do some training, which means that I've got to gather all this stuff. Let me see. Okay. Sirius release, Sirius off. What I usually do for food is I give him a cup and a half of science diet, or I don't know if you can see that, but a science diet for sensitive stomach and skin, because he's a sensitive boy. Look, there's Bowie. Bowie, stop. Hey, greedy boy. Hey, greedy boy. No, you can't go interact with him. Alright, look here. Sirius, no. Sirius, no. Good boy. Buddy. Sorry. Oh, look, he's coming. So, Sirius and Bowie are not allowed to interact for another, 5 months, because we don't want, this program really is not that, doesn't want them interacting, because Bowie has got a lot of bad habits, and we wanted, the main reason was we wanted Sirius to bond to me, and even though they've got a pretty good bond, Bowie could definitely mess them up. So we're just trying to keep them apart for now. Alright, so we are on our way over to the training field. Alright. Okay, so we are at the field right now. There's a team of children doing children-y things. Serious. Serious, give. No, give. Give. Good boy, good give. Good give. Right, and go get it. Alright. Wow, loves this thing. Release. No. Serious, no. No, over here. Serious, down. Release. Good boy. Serious. Good boy. Serious, cheeseburger. Good boy. Serious, release. No. Serious, release. Good boy. Good boy. Serious. Serious, come. Good boy. Serious, down. No. No. Come. Down. Good boy. Release. Good boy. Serious, release. No. Serious, release. Good boy. I thrown the ball over there. Here's my boy. Serious, release. Serious, sit. Good sit. Serious, down. Good down. Serious, sit. No. Serious, sit. No. There we go. Good boy. Serious, release. Serious, ball. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Serious, down. No. Down. No. Down. No. Down. Good down. Good boy. What are you doing, goofball? Hey. Yeah. Basically, I made a change too fast and got a little bit overloaded, and he helped. He's a good boy. He does stupid things, but he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Say hi. Ow. Good boy. Well, I'm gonna continue studying with him still doing TPT to see if that'll keep me at like a low. Alright, so I finished one of the 3 homework things I need to do, and I'm going to take a break because I don't want to jump right into a new subject and overwhelm myself again. So I've got him chilling in DPT. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi. And I might just give myself a couple minutes to get out of learning about education so I can go into math. So my anxiety still hasn't gone down, and I'm starting to think that maybe my brain's still a bit messed up from going off meds. So I've moved down to a lying position with him doing DPT over my stomach. So I've turned over onto my side to like go on my phone and all, and don't pretend you weren't watching. He was looking at what I was doing. Okay, so I am now on the floor because maybe that'll help. Hey! Pressure. 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 Serious pressure. That doesn't need to sit on. There we go. Good boy. All the way down. And I have him doing more deep pressure therapy.
I think I might try and move him up to lay on my thighs, because that seems to be the best place for him to do deep pressure therapy for me. I'm now lying in the middle of a bunch of clutter, but I've got a dog on my legs. That could help. I feel like I'm at a higher baseline than I normally am right now. This could lead to like an attack or something later. I know I look super chill right now, but I'm dying inside. Alright, so looks like I've still got some anxiety happening, but I need to be a functioning human, which means getting off of the floor and doing more homework. And so I will be doing that. So it looks like my brain decided that wasn't gonna happen. I went outside to try to do the math because I need help with it, and my sister and her friend were bouncing the trampoline, so that was squeaking and they were screaming. And Bowie kept coming back outside because he kept getting out because I kept letting him out. And then I tried to go inside. My brother was making lemonade, and it was the sugar particles were scraping against the cup, and you'd hear the clink with the spoon. So I just got serious and left. I'm back in my room now. I'm doing a hard reset, which just means that my room is completely dark because I've drawn the blinds. I've got my weighted blanket on, but it makes a bad sound, so I can't move it too much. Sirius is doing deep pressure therapy, and I've got my ear defenders, and I'll probably fall asleep for a couple hours or something, or go on my phone until I feel better. I can't listen to music right now because that'll make it worse. Yeah. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half. I fell asleep, and beautiful boy has been doing deep pressure therapy this whole time. I have class soon, so I should probably not attempt homework again. Luckily, I got all I need to do for tonight's class done already. Alright, so we are going over to the field. When I say we, I mean me, and Sirius, and my sister. She just made a weird sound. Get out of the street, Elbow. Thank you. What are you doing? Let's see. Which means that we're gonna do a little bit of practicing over by where the good skating is. Serious. Let's go. Don't pull. Yeah. Alright, so I am at this field, but the field's near a school. There's like a couple different fields, and one of them, there's a couple that are closer to the school, and since school just got out about an hour ago, there's still extracurriculars going on, people walking around, so I'm not really going to do too much filming because I don't want to get anyone else in the video, because that, I don't know, doesn't feel like the right thing to do. So I'm not too happy with how this training went, because I think I could have done better. I wasn't really at my best, and I think I was making things unfairly confusing and hard for him. Okay, so this is what we do to get ready for school. I've already got his toy for class packed in my bag. I don't actually have him play with it during class. I give it to him before class, that way he can settle into his seat. And then I take it away, and he falls asleep. You see, there's the chair. All right. Just gonna give him some dinner before we leave, or else he gets a little bit vocal during class because he's hungry and bored. Great, we are now leaving the house. We are at my shitty car, which license plate I will not show because apparently that's not a thing you're supposed to do in a video. Serious release, serious jump. Good boy. Serious settle. Boy. Okay, so I don't like to video myself and drive, so I'll just resume videoing when we're there. But usually what happens is I'll roll all the windows down to make it nice and cold for him, and he'll stick his head out the window, and I'll play music, and that's it. Okay, so I have a lot of anxiety when driving, so I'm now a little bit shaken up. I'm not really sure why I'm so anxious driving. Maybe it's because I got into an accident a couple weeks ago. That's a fair guess. But it's always good to be able to reach back and be able to pet him, or at least have him lick my hand a bit when I'm driving. And now he guides me over to room 117 if I am anxious and dissociating. I'm not really dissociating right now, but I want to practice a lot for when I do. And the event that does happen, because it could happen. Oh no. Yep. Someone's doing donuts. Right now I've got him in a wait. Serious release. Serious sit. No, sit. Good sit. And I'm just gonna lock the car. Alright. Serious release. Serious guide me. 117. Good car. 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 Good car. Good boy. Good boy. Good car. I did get a video of him guiding me, not completely from the classroom, but from outside over to his car, which you just saw. And I didn't get any videos of him in class because it felt wrong to videotape educational setting, especially if there's like other people in there that haven't consented to be in the video, and I have too much anxiety to like ask people if they want to be in a video. So yeah, I will be driving home now. Alright, so we're home. It was not actually that bad. Usually driving at night makes me anxious. Good boy, good boy. He is trying to alert to like a deep sigh or ventilating, so I'm not gonna punish him for alerting when I did do the signal. Serious release, serious off, serious down. Good boy. Class is pretty good. I fell asleep. We were talking about mandated reporting, which is kind of a sensitive subject for me. So he did have to do DPT a couple times while I was in class, but he did it pretty well. And now it is time to take off the gear and get him into his bed. We already went to the bathroom. He's set. So, to get him into bed, I've got his toy dinosaur. Oh, look at it. He's being a good boy now. I have got a treat. I got his treat. He loves this thing. And this is normally how I get him into his kennel because he doesn't like to be in there. Good boy. Good night, beautiful boy. Good night. Good night. Good boy. So that's what a day is like for a service dog handler. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any thoughts or comments or questions, just put them in the comment section down below. Bye. Say bye. Bye.